This is Carrie's Canary Quilts, and this is month 3 of the Birds of a Feather mystery quilt that I'm doing. And if you're unfamiliar with this, I am part of Fat Quarter Shop's Solid of the Month Club, where I get 12 fat quarters each month, and this year they are themed on the North American birds. So instead of doing the quilt they suggest, which is a pretty quilt, I just wanted to do something different, so I made my own. And I wanted to do bird named blocks in my quilt. So I'm going to have bird colors with bird name blocks. And this month we have Goldfinch are the colors. Duck and Ducklings is the name of the block. I want to call it Goose and Gooselings for some reason. Duck and Ducklings. This is the name of the block. It's called Duck and Ducklings. And it is very similar to the block we did last month, which is called Bird's Nest. And this is in hummingbird colors, except it's much easier to do than the Bird's Nest. And then this is month 1, which is Blue Jay, and I did 4 darting birds in a pinwheel formation. This is what we've got this month, and I love the colors, of course. Canary Quilts, I got yellow. Love these colors. So I'm gonna walk you through how to put this together. I've got the pattern available for you to download and so along with me. You don't have to be a part of the Fat Quarter Shop Solid of the Month Club to do this. You can just grab from your stash and do it with us. I do refer to those colors when I'm talking about where to put them in my block. That's just the thing here with this, but you can definitely use your own colors. So if you want to follow along on this Birds of a Feather mystery quilt along that I'm doing, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and you'll get notified each month when I put it out. And you can find links down in the description below. They do have this Fat Quarter bundle available for the month of March, and then after that you won't be able to buy it. But you can also join the club too if you want to. So I have all the links down below that you need, the products that I use in this. If you check it out, it really does help the channel out. But yeah, let's get started making this beautiful Goldfinch block. So let's get started on our March Goldfinch block. This is a Ducks and Ducklings pattern, and like I said, I'm going to be doing all my blocks that are named after birds. So this month is Duck and Ducklings. It's very similar to what we did last month, except the center section is much easier. So this block will be a breeze for you. Here's the colors of the Goldfinch, and I left my pieces in the same order as they are here. You can see I've made cuts out of them, so I know when I'm going over here which number I'm working with. And you can use your own fabrics if you want. This is just the what I'm using is Fat Quarter Shop Solid of the Month Club, and it's each month for 2023 is based on a North American bird. So this month is Goldfinch, and just to give you a real quick heads up on how to read this turned out blue. It's gray on my computer, but it turned out blue here. So the colors aren't going to be exactly as you see here, but I've got them numbered. So down here when you're cutting out, I put which fabrics you're going to need. So you're going to need, of a cut, you're going to need fabric 2, 1 square, fabric 12, 2 squares, fabric 8, 1 square, and so on. I also put it up here as, this is a piece, fabric 2 is right after it. A piece fabric 7, A piece fabric 8, A piece fabric 1, and the same with the B's and the C's. So that's how you read this, so that you can get the same, if you want, if you can get the same colors that I've laid out here. So I've already gone ahead and made my cuts, and I've labeled them. This is A1. You know, I marked it off over here that I've got A1, A2, and so on. I've got my B's over here and my C's. Our A's we are going to have to subcut on the diagonal, and our C's we're going to have to subcut on the diagonal. So I'm going to go ahead and get started doing that. So the A's are, well, the A and the C is just one diagonal. So go from corner to corner and make your cut like that. And then what I'm going to do is keep my A1 clip to it, so I know that's my number 1 fabric. And then C6 is the same thing. It's the only thing we have for our C cut, and that's not big enough. Okay, here's a bigger ruler. Cut this on the diagonal, and you'll end up with 4. So I'm going to finish getting my A's cut, and then we can come back and we can start building out this block. Okay, here's all my cuts right here. My B's are there. What we want to do is start building out these 4 corners right here. And it's going to be 2 of the same colorway. So we need A2 and A7 are going to go together. And A1 and A8 are going to go together. So all we're going to do is put them together on the long side like this. We are going to, oh, I am using a scant 1/4 inch. I did this on the last one because we have a lot of bias edges, so I am using a scant 1/4 inch on mine. So put it on the long edge, sew it, and then we're going to iron it towards A8, which is the dark side. So I'm going to get these 2 sewn up and come back and we can move on from there. Alright, here's my pieces put together. I've ironed basically towards the darker color. I'm going to trim these tails off. And I'm going to put my A7 back on that, so I know that's what that color is. And the A8, I'm going to do the same thing. Alright, so there's A8. So now we need to build out this. We've made this corner and this corner, so now we need to add these 2 triangles to make our half square here. So our A8 is going to get the A12 triangles, and our A7 is going to get the A11 triangles. So what we want to do is we need to orient our block. It's going to be like this. We're making 2 of these, so I have 2 triangles in each stack here. We need to make our corner just like that. So take one of these, put it up against that A8 color, and line up this edge and this edge, and we are going to sew against the A8. So I'm going to do both of these, and then we're going to iron towards this triangle that we're putting on. And I'm going to do the same thing over here with A7. Let's get these oriented correctly and get these out just like that. So I'm going to add these the same way, line up that corner and pin the side I'm going to sew, and then iron towards the triangle. Okay, there's the first side put on. Now we'll put on the second side, and it's going to go on the same way against that dark fabric. You're going to line up the corner right here and then pin the side you're going to sew. So that's exactly how all of these are going to go on, just like that. So I'm going to get these done. We'll come back, trim our tails off. Alright, so here's my 2 half corners, and I'm just going to straighten this off by clipping those tails off, and then we'll add our C6 to the other side and complete our square. And from there on out, the block gets pretty easy to put together. So C6, which is the big pieces, we're just going to line up along the edge and sew, and then iron towards our big C6 piece. And since we have the same color in all of it, we don't need to figure out where to put this. So I'm going to get these sewn on. I'm going to get them ironed towards that big C6 piece, and our corners will be done. And like I said, from here on out, the block gets real easy. All right, here's my corners. Got 2 in each colorway. So those are ready to go. Now we just need to take our B3 and our B5 and put them together just along a straight edge. And then we are going to iron towards the darker color. And we're going to do the same thing with our B4s and our B10s. Put our B4 and B10 together and iron towards the darker color. All right, there's our B10 and B4. I iron towards that orange piece. And this is our B5 and B3. And again, I iron towards the darker color here. So now all we have to do is take our remaining B9 and we're gonna sandwich it like this. So just line up these edges and sew it together and iron towards this center piece right here. And then we'll have our center row done. All right, there's our center row complete. I'll set that aside. And what we wanna do now is build out the top and bottom rows. So they're going to both be exactly the same, where we've got our one colorway in the left hand side and our one colorway in the right hand side, and then our, let's see, this is B10, B4 in between. So we're just going to line this up on the edge. We'll sew it, and we are going to, whoops, sorry. We are going to iron towards, oh goodness, we're going to iron towards the corner on both sides of our B10, B4, which is this little strip right here. So I'm going to get these two built, and then we'll get this last part put on. What's the matter? Why are you crying? Huh? Am I not paying enough attention to you? Okay, there's my first side put on, and I've ironed towards the corner. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Like I said, after putting the corner together, this was real easy to put together. So, again, sew this on, iron towards the corner piece. All right, there we go. Got my two top and bottom rows done. Now we just have to put the 3 rows together. And the only thing we have to match are these seams right here. And the way we ironed them, they will nest together. So, super simple to put together. Much more simple, much more simple than last month. That block was a little harder to put together. So, I'm going to get this sewn up and then we'll come back here and take a look. Alright, there is our Goldfinch Duck and Ducklings block. And pretty easy to put together. I love that yellow color. It looks really pretty. I decided since it was a goldfinch to make all 4 of these big triangles the same color, and that's the brightest yellow that was in there. Yeah, that looks really cool. I like it. Just make sure you get your same colorways lined up in opposite corners like this. So, yeah, I got all 12 colors in there. It's really pretty. So, okay, I'm going to get the sashing cut and we'll work on that. All right, there we go. There's the finished block. It's got the sashing on around it, and I do have instructions for the sashing in the pattern, but if you go back to my Blue Jay block video, I do a tutorial on the sashing, and I'll have that link down below if you want to find that. But it turned out beautiful. I love it. It's gorgeous. I love the colors. It's going to fit in perfectly with the other ones, and I'm just so happy with it. If you want to keep following along, hit the subscribe button, notification bell. You'll get notified every month when I put these out. I put the patterns out on March 20th. I'm sorry, I put the patterns out on the 20th of the month every month. So you can look forward to that on the 20th each month. I have to wait for the colors to come in, so then I can start laying the colors out in the places in the block that I want them, and then I have to rate the patterns. So it does take a little bit of time once I get the fabrics. But anyway, I had a lot of fun making this block. I had a lot of fun making this video, and I will see you next month.